What's up, everybody? Hanging over at twitch.tv/Lawler. A lot of questions rolling in now that we're starting to get down to the wire. World Championship tickets have been announced. We've also got wildcard questions. People wondering who the heck's going where, what's happening, how's it all happening. And in just a few short days, tickets go on sale. World Championship tickets officially on June 3rd being released. So I figured to try to reiterate as we start to get into wildcard talk to explain what the heck is going on. People are wondering about ticket costs, when it's happening, what does it all include, all that crazy stuff. And we're going to go over two major things in this video. Number one, the fact that tickets are on sale, what they are, how to accomplish it, what it means, but also what you're getting when you buy those tickets. What is the actual allocation, things to pay attention to. We'll in the future also do a full breakdown on World Championship spots, wildcard spots, what that means, all those details, because it is pretty confusing for first time people. The concept of, hey, they just played in 9 regionals, 3 majors, how World Championship is 2 weeks, what does this mean? Like, it's a lot of confusion for people. So in today's video specifically, we're going to talk about tickets, the fact they're on sale, what you get when you buy certain tickets, and then on the other side of things, how the teams are allocated based upon the day. So if you do decide to purchase a ticket, this is what you're going to get. So with that said, let's transition to the other screen and break it all down. So the blog post comes from one and only Ian Nowatzki. He is he's part of the Rocket League esports team. Talks about Rocket League World Championship tickets are now on sale. Like I mentioned, this will officially be on the 3rd, so in just a few days. So it's finally here. Rocket League World Championship is making a triumphant return, touching down at Fort Worth, Texas, at the Dickies Arena. You can grab tickets once they're available for purchase to the first World Championship in nearly 3 years, beginning on June 3rd. And this is pretty crazy. Obviously, we're supposed to go back to Dallas on Season 9. That is no longer the case. Obviously, we're running it back. There's a lot of people that have been excited about this. The arena they're going to and everything should be a lot of fun. It's also the biggest event we've ever had in Rocket League history. You're talking not only like size of attendees. I think Landon is going to be about 8,000. This will be about 14,000. That is a lot of Rocket League fans. This is going to be bigger than it's ever been. To put in perspective, the LA event for winter was about 6,000. So it is leveling up. The thing that's crazy about this is there is 2 weeks of World Championship Rocket League to happen. We've got the wildcard stage, and then we've got the main event. And that's the big thing that needs to be broken down into this. There's going to be 16 teams at any given event. 16 teams at the wildcard, 16 teams at the World Championship. The difference, though, is that 8 of the teams going to the World Championship have qualified from the wild card. Let me explain. So the way that this is working is if you are a fan, there is 2 things to consider: the wild card phase and the main event phase. In the wild card phase is going to be the teams that are overall ranked in the world from 17 to 24. Right now, the way that it works, and I have this over on my right-hand side, there is spots that are already allocated. There is guaranteed spots based upon your performance in the world majors. When you go to an international event, so the fall split major, the winter major, so we're talking Sweden, LA, and now London. Based upon how your region does, spots get determined based upon how your region performs overall. So as you can see here, 1 through 8 are teams automatically allocated to the main event, the World Championship, the big event worth $2.085 million. Okay, so based upon how things go down in London, if teams perform well or not will determine if teams like NRG automatically get to be in top 8 based upon NA3-4, or if that point spot gets bumped out, all that kind of stuff. So top 8 automatically guarantees you to the main event. 9 through 16 will put you in the wild card, and you will be joined by pre-allocated spots like the SSA region, Sub-Saharan Africa. We haven't seen at any major. They get 2 guaranteed wildcard spots, etc. Those are the teams that are going to be ranked, not based upon how the World Championship plays, but based upon how, after the majors and everything else, the teams that are outside of these world region spots. So as a reiteration, top 8, those spots are determined by how well your region does throughout every single major, all 3 of them. if you're one of those teams based upon performance in there, so EU1, NA1, NA2, NA3, EU2, 3, etc., this could change based upon how London goes. These 8 teams will automatically be in the main event from August 9th to the 14th. These teams, which are technically 9 through 16, will join the other 8 teams, which are 20 to, did I do that right? 9 to 16, 17 to 24. And those teams will then play in a Swiss-style bracket to determine if they're the 8 that qualify to the main event. So Wildcard is your teams, again, ranked from 9 to 24. 8 of those teams will then join the 8 already qualified, which will give us our 16 teams for the main event. So if you are looking to buy tickets, if you're looking to attend, and you want to go from August 4th to the 7th, you'll be watching the teams overall ranked. This is going to be the most international event we've ever had. You're going to have SSA, APAC, you're going to have MENA, NA, EU. Like, you're going to have every region, SAM, OCE competing in this. This is going to be the most international event we've ever had. Every single region, all of them that we've seen competing this season will be here. Main event will be the top 16 teams. Out of the teams that are ranked 9 to 24, they will break down and give us the teams that are 9 to 16 joining the top 8 in the main event. Okay? If you plan to attend, there is 3 ways you can do the attendee experience. Attendance for the World Championship Wildcard, which is the first few days of the main event. And this breaks down here in this breakdown. Links to this will be in the description down below if you need to see this again. But if you plan on attending the World Championship in person, there are multiple tickets you can buy. There's a pavilion pass, which is all-encompassing. And then there is wildcard stage you can do per day. You can do very specific things based upon how you want to pay. These tickets are going to be more expensive than they've ever been because there is only so many, and it is the biggest event of the year. Not used to the like typical $60, $70 day for both days. These are going to be like $100+. They are going to be expensive. The way that it works, World Championship Wildcard in the first 3 days of the World Championship main event. So August 4th to the 11th will be limited to 1,000 attendees each day. What is normally 14,000 people that are going to be allowed on the main event arena tickets, only 1,000. These are for your diehards. They do not expect the standard viewer to go for a week and a half. They just don't expect people to go for that long. Therefore, these are for the diehard people. These are for the big fans that are like, I want to attend the whole thing. I want to see step by step. I want to dedicate to these days. Okay? The final 3 days of the World Championship, which is the 12th, 13th, and 14th in the main event, these are the best teams in the world. This is when they're going to do the best of sets, where you play a best of 7. You have to win 2 out of 3, etc. That is going to be the last teams. That's your end all to be all. That is when they open it up to 13,000 people. That's when everybody's probably going to be there. The first type of ticket you can purchase is an arena ticket, which gets you access to the final 3 days. Kind of like what you guys are used to now. If you went to LA, you purchased a ticket, it gave you access to Saturday and Sunday. This, for the arena ticket, is going to be for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This also unlocks the ability to buy other tickets for the pavilion pass, for the group stage, for the wild card. So if you want to attend the wild card of the group stage, they require you to also buy tickets for the final 3 days. They assume, hey, if you're gonna go see the lower stages, without a doubt you're gonna want to see the big stage too. So they expect if you are going to go to these, you have to go to the main arena. Okay? Arena tickets have 3 levels. Section A, which is $130. Section B, which is $119. Section C, which is $108. Expect they will break down in here. I'll show those. So Section A, which is the big boy events, and the direct feel, like A's, these are probably going to be the best because assume the stage is in here, you'll be able to see the whole view of it. This is going to be like your 104 section. These are going to be $130 for all 3 days. These are going to be $119 for all 3 days. And C, which is the upper bowl, will be $108 for all 3 days. Next is the Pavilion Pass. The Pavilion Pass allows you to go see the wild card and the group stage, which is 7 days. That's a week of Rocket League plus the extra 3 days on top of it. Okay? If you want to get the Pavilion Pass, which requires you to get the arena ticket first, will give you access to all 4 World Championship wildcard days and the first 3 days of the main event. You would have to purchase this on top of the arena ticket. So not only are you getting your arena ticket for one of these seats, but then you're also buying another pass for all of these days. The type of ticket is meant for the hardcore RLCS fans and is limited to 400 total and costs $183, which is coming out to about $26 a day. A little over $26 a day. After tax, figure $30 a day for all of these days. To purchase the Pavilion Pass, again, you need to buy the arena ticket the final 3 days. So in order to get the pass, you have to buy this. Have to. So right now you're looking at investment if you want the best seats and you want to go to the entire event. You're looking at what? That's a lot of money. $313. If I did math right, I'm going to get blasted in the comments for doing my math wrong. $313 to go to every single day if you want the best seats. It is quite an investment. It is also the biggest event in the world. You'll have an opportunity at checkout to buy both arena and pavilion passes at the same time. There's going to be different allocations to this. They will also sell day tickets. That's if you want to go to everything, but if you want to go to just specific days, you can also do that. Wildcard day tickets are $37 a day. So if you want to go to this, say you're local to Dallas, and you're like, oh, cool, I want to go check it out. I want to go check it out this week. I want to go and check out Saturday, Sunday for the final days of the wild card. I want to go see the teams that are ranked 9 to 24 compete. I want to see the final days of the Swiss stage. I want to see how it's going to go. I can buy a ticket for just Saturday, just Sunday. If you do, those will be $37 a pop. If you want to go check out individual group day tickets, they are $44 a pop, which are these. So if you want to buy the pass, which includes everything, you have to have an arena ticket. They don't want you to only go for, you know, the wild card and the group. They want you to go to all of it. That's why they're limited it to 400 people. 400 people are going to be able to buy the pavilion pass, which is for the hardcores because it allows you to get this and this. But otherwise, you can buy individual days if you're just going to go for the one-day thing. Okay. After July 4th, I think they mean June 4th. No, July 4th is right because that's the day after the spring major ends. So the spring major ends on July 3rd, the day after. So technically, I would assume July 5th then. So 2 days after the spring major is over in London. If there are any remaining wildcard or group stage tickets, if any of these still remain, they'll be released for individual purchase without an arena ticket. You'll have the opportunity at checkout to buy both arena tickets and wildcard or group stage tickets at the same time on June 3rd. So if these don't all get sold out without this, so they expect you to, like, what I assume a lot of people will do is they will get group stage and arena tickets. Wildcard is only for the diehards, but expect organizations and stuff like that to show up. Like, there's going to be a lot of different things there. So again, there's a lot of big moments here that they have to look out for, but as of right now, some things to consider. Things are going to change based upon point and team allocation for who plays where, but the other side of it is trying to determine what part you want to go see. And this is the hardest thing for you as a fan. Is I understand you want to be able to go watch your favorite team live. I know you want to be able to go see certain people, but try to think about it in the sense of, if I'm going to attend, what part of the tournament do I want to see? If I pull up a bracket, for example, and you're watching, do I want to see this part of the bracket, this part of the bracket, or this part of the bracket? That's how you should determine what part you are paying for. How much do you want to allocate? The other side of it too is if you're local, obviously you get a little bit more options, but at the same time, if you want to see the most international competition, for some people that's really cool. They want to go see SSA. They want to go see some of these. Then wildcard stage is kind of the thing you're hoping for. So it does vary quite a bit. It's not an easy decision to make. So I will give another TLDR at the very end of this and a quick recap, but some of the frequently asked questions that people may have. Where and when do I buy my tickets? You can buy them here. This is a link. Again, link to this document. This page is down in the description, but it says here and it is bold. If you click that, it will pull up the Ticketmaster page to buy your tickets. It will start on the 3rd at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. What tickets, again, are available for purchase? The first set of purchasable tickets is going to be for August 12th to 14th, which is the arena. That is the main event, and the tickets will include all 3 days. This is the end all to be all. This is your arena stuff. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this is the main event. These are your top 8 teams or whatever it is. I forget the breakdown per day. But this is if you want to see who wins the world championship, the end all to be all. And these are the sections: A, B, C, and D. That's how much it's going to cost you. The next set of tickets are the Pavilion Pass, which is the wildcard and group stages together. And in order to buy that, you have to buy an arena ticket. So if you want to go and see every single match, you want to see all of these days from the 4th to the 14th, you must first buy an arena ticket, which is the $108 and above. And then you also have the option to buy the Pavilion Pass on top of that. That's what it says here. If you don't buy a Pavilion Pass, you can purchase daily passes. What I think a lot of people are going to do is they're going to purchase the main event group stage and the arena ticket. That's what I assume they will do. It's going to vary. Everybody's got different needs and desires. If you don't buy a Pavilion Pass, you can still purchase daily passes for the wildcard stage as well. And you can do them, and it tells you the per day price. This is your best friend. This question here helps break things down very simplistically. Again, wildcard stage is for teams that are going to be ranked 9 to 24. That is your 16 teams that did not make the main event. 9 to 24 is the wildcard stage. Group stage is going to be your teams that have made it out of that 9 to 24. The top 8 from the 9 to 24 teams joining the other 8 teams that have already qualified. And then the arena tickets is your best of the best. That's the best of the best. The teams that have done their thing and said, hey, we're the best. It will be assigned seating. Always is. You have to be allocated a seat. You buy up to 4 tickets at a time. They used to do 8. They did listen to the community and reduce that, which is really, really good. And the tournament each day will start at 10 a.m. Central. Shoutouts to Central Time Zone. Thank you, Texas. This makes my life easier not having to do time zone conversions. So, gates open an hour before the show starts, but it will start at 11 Central every day. Obviously, COVID protocols are the same as it's always been. It is up to the area what the restrictions are. I can tell you, Texas is pretty relaxed. And the policy for clear bags, parking, etc. can be found on their website, also linked here. With that said, that is kind of the big overarching situation to how this is all going to work out. Again, if you have questions, it should be timestamped down below on how this is broken up. Go back and check those. But again, we're talking in total 28 months from Flair for the resub. Cute penguin. Appreciate the resub. But in total, if you guys have questions about this, I have plenty of links in the description down below. Feel free to rewind back and listen to this again. I will get more specific about wildcard spots and allocation in the future. But this is just so you know who is playing when based upon the allocation of spots. I would tell you who exactly is going to be playing during those times, but we just don't have them yet because the events haven't ended. APAC still has their regional to determine who the heck is going between Detonator, Tokyo Verde, etc. into their qualifier. There's still a lot of things that we got to figure out. Europe isn't playing this week because they have CRL at DreamHack Dallas this weekend. So Europe isn't still for another weekend away. So we got to wait for that. So there's a lot of things that are still being decided. So in the future, and if you want to make sure you don't miss out on it, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We will be talking about the breakdown of what the wildcard spots are, who's where, who's playing on what days. I'll make sure to reference it as well to the ticket sales so you know that stuff going on. But I can tell you right now, it's kind of tough to do that because ticket sales are going to be in just a few days here. So with that said, if you guys do have any additional questions, comments, concerns, I'll try to do a follow-up. Let me know in the comments down below with any questions you have. I'll try to do a recap and try to answer some of these questions if you do have more. But again, do your homework, check out the document, read up on it, and try to make the best decision for what is for you. But what I would assume is most people are going to pick individual days at the group stage and the arena ticket. By buying the arena ticket, it unlocks the opportunity to do other stuff. So keep that in mind. But other than that, hopefully that answers all your questions. And if not, let me know in the comments down below. But while you're down there, if you enjoyed the content, hit thumbs up, hit subscribe, turn on notifications. On our way to 50K subs. See you in the next one. Peace.